Hello guys, as the world seems unsafe place to live for most human beings due to man-made problems like wars, extreme exploitation through colonialism, rebels, insecurity, and highly manufacturing of deadly weapons, we have to ask ourselves a question as to whether all human beings experience the same sufferings. The answer is no, because some states like India, Japan, Belgium, Russia, China, France, few to mention, this state have the safe place to live for its citizens compared to most states found in Africa and the Middle East like Tanzania, Congo, RC, Cameroon, Central African Republic. What makes the difference? The difference is based mainly on the state formation. Depending on how this state was formed, some have power to administer their interests while others cannot. Some states are made up by law and others are made up by practice. Strong and powerful states are made up by practice, in which they are able to sustain internal and external pressures in protecting and safeguarding interests of their citizens and ensure peace and security and a good working environment for all citizens. Unlike weak states, which are formed by law, they are suffering from insecurity and underdevelopment. The law recognized in interpreting meaning of state is the Montevideo Convention of 1933, and Article 1 of this law requires all states to have permanent territory, permanent population, government, and lastly must have international recognition. Both strong state and weak state are there to this law. Also, the question to ask ourselves again is whether we have state before this law, Montevideo Convention. The answer is that there was state before Montevideo Convention. For example, there are states like German, English, Russia, French, etc. How did they form state before Montevideo Convention? States were formed on basis of race. That is say, by looking at the physical appearance of one person, we know the state he belongs to. For example, if it is an Indian, Japanese, Belgium, Portuguese, etc. The bad news about Montevideo Convention of 1933 is that it divides some states into very small states. That is, it breaks strong state into weak state. Weak state end up exploited by the strong state because they lack efficient and patriotic government for administering their affairs. As human beings are selfish by nature, states too exploit each other through unfair loans, colonialism, and also through neo-colonialism and unfair trade. It is a duty of each race to form strong state based on their race to avoid division created by the Montevideo Convention. Also, the second issue is that Montevideo Convention, it has a lacuna under Article 1, Paragraph D, where it provides that state must be recognized internationally. However, this law is silent as to which state or international body has the power to recognize a certain state to be a state. As a result, rebels are in different parts of the world fighting government in power, knowing that if they win the fight, they can get international recognition and form a state. Example, most part of the African continent, there's rebels fighting the government in power. Most of these rebels are sponsored by the strong state. For example, rebels found in Congo and Sahel regions. They are there because there's resources which are highly required by those states. These rebels are much triggered by weakness of international law, especially Montevideo Convention of 1933. It is the duty of each race to ensure their togetherness by forming a single state basing on their race. The two major races with no state of their own are the Black Africans and Arabs. Weak states in the world mostly are made by the Africans and Arabs because they are divided. The time to rectify the mistake is now by rejecting this law. No development if the people of the same race have been divided. Therefore, they must reunite into one state for their development. All political instability, insecurity, and poverty in Africa and in the Arabic population is much triggered by lack of strong state to administer their affairs, as a state which is based on their race. My race, my state.